Oscar Guy here. I'm back. I'm wearing the same hoodie as I did the last two videos. Sue me. So be it. We're back with another set of prediction videos. I wanted to get my latest predictions out before things start kicking off in January. The Golden Globes and the Critics' Choice Awards are right around the corner. Those nominations have been announced. There are some other nomination announcements coming up. The BAFTA long lists are coming up. Not too long after that, the Oscar nominations are coming in late January. I mean, it's coming. So I definitely want to get these videos or this video out before the Golden Globes happen, which is the second weekend in January. I think it's January 7th. So these are my December 2023 predictions. They have changed quite a bit since last time. So without further ado, before I do anything else, I just want to remind you guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't given me a subscribe already, if you come back to my videos quite often, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get my sub count up. I don't know how to put this. If you like my videos, if you come back for more than 3 or 4 of my videos, consider giving me a sub. I would really appreciate it if you gave me a like, gave me a sub. If not, so be it. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Keep doing your thing. Not going to stop you. But I'm here if you need me. So, Oscar Guy is going to continue with this round of predictions. Here we go. Starting off, of course, as always, ladies and gentlemen, with Best Picture. Look, man, I think I've learned my lesson. My last two rounds of predictions, I had Killers of the Flower Moon at number 1. It has dropped 3 pegs down to number 4. Okay? I don't have a package for it. No one has a package for it to win. Look, Oppenheimer and Killers of the Flower Moon are pretty much... Oppenheimer's winning a lot of the picture awards with the precursors and with the critic circles. But Killers is winning a lot too. And those are lone wins sometimes. Just giving it picture, just giving it maybe a screenplay. Lily Gladstone is definitely sweeping the actress awards for the most part. So maybe that's helping Killer's chances. But for right now, I don't have Killers winning anything. And that's even including actress. I don't see a package for it. So I don't see a path for it to get that Best Picture win. It will definitely get nominated, but as a win, I'm not sure it's going to happen. What I think is going to happen is Oppenheimer is probably going to win Best Picture. In fact, it's going to win a lot of Oscars. It's going to win a lot of Oscars. Above the line, below the line. So I have that at number 1. Poor Things is still second for me. It's not winning a ton of Best Film awards, but the buzz has been very strong for it. Emma Stone's chances are skyrocketing. Adapted screenplay chances are skyrocketing. It's going to get nominated for a lot of techs. It's getting the recognition it needs to be a front runner. So I have it at number 2. The Holdovers has jumped up to number 3. That has been getting a lot of love. A lot of love for Paul Giamatti. A lot of love for the screenplay. Picture for the critic circles for sure is definitely prevalent. I actually don't have it being nominated for very much, but it is very secure. It's been a hit, a holiday hit, if you shall. So that is solidly in the top 5 here. And of course we have Barbie, which number 5 might seem low for people. Even then, I have it coming up 2 pegs from last round. No ifs, ands, or buts. Barbie is definitely happening for its picture chances. Some people are saying it's even going to win. Sure, I can maybe see a path for that. If it wins screenplay and maybe something else, maybe a tech or 2. Maybe we'll see. That would be kind of nuts. But it's a maybe. It's a hard maybe. But it's definitely in the top 5 here. Maestro is definitely is going to be loved by the Academy, I think. There's been some discourse on Maestro for whatever reason. A lot of people aren't really into it. Understandably so. It's not for everybody. It's kind of messy, to be honest, but I love it anyway. I think there's some parts of that film that kind of round it out. for me at least. It still seems like the type of movie that the Academy will just yearn for. So I do still have that in the top 10. It's definitely going to get into the Best Picture. If it doesn't, I'll eat my words. But for right now, I think it's pretty safe. American Fiction is next. I don't have it being nominated for a lot of things, but I've been hearing great things about it. Again, it won TIFF. If you win TIFF, you're going to get into Best Picture, 95% chance. That's the way the stats work. It's got to get in. It's got to get in to either hear, screenplay, and possibly actor. So that is definitely in. Past Lives has been doing pretty well. I know I've said I've lost hope. Was it hope or faith? One of those two. I think I wasn't losing faith. I was losing hope in Past Lives, but now my hope has been restored. It's been winning some prizes. It's been winning some Critics Circles prizes. It has been doing very well with critics. It goes to show you that a Sundance film like this can still be prevalent by the end of the year. So I don't have it nominated for much. I gotta say, I only have it in for a Women Talking package, picture and screenplay. But there are some other outside shots, possibilities. Greta Lee, I think, has a pretty good shot, but Best Actress is extremely packed right now. So definitely in the Best Picture 10, for sure. For sure. And now, those are the solid top 8. Now we get to number 9 and 10, which is a little up in the air. Now, the Academy love to do their international picks, right? There are really 2 international picks this year. Anatomy of a Fall and The Zone of Interest. We all know what happened to Anatomy of a Fall. France didn't submit it for international feature. They submitted The Taste of Things instead. Whatever reason that was, I'm not sure. But that is what it is. In any case, Anatomy of a Fall is making a killing. It's making a killing with the critics. Screenplay in particular. Sandra Hüller not really winning a lot of critics prizes, surprisingly. But she's showing up. She's showing up. She's showing up at Globe. She's showing up at what did she show up at Globe? Yeah, she showed up at Globe and Critics' Choice. Okay. She's showing up. The screenplay it's really killing the screenplay awards. It's killing the international feature awards. It's asserting dominance, shall we say. So I can't really see that missing. Despite its uphill battle with international feature, I don't think it really matters. It's got to get in here. And of course we have our 10th slot here, and I'm going to say The Zone of Interest gets in. As weird and experimental and as off-putting as the film is, it is a critical darling of this year. It was shortlisted for a few techs, like sound and score. So I'm kind of seeing a path for it to get possibly nominated for Best Picture. So I have it number 10. I have it at number 10 for now. Just making the cut. I put it up a bunch of pegs because I wasn't sure how the Academy will respond to it, how award season will respond to it. I think it has potential. It definitely has potential. So I have it at number 10. The Color Purple is at number 11 still. The Color Purple has come out. I have not seen it yet. It made a kind of a killing at the box office the weekend it came out. So people are seeing it. I think people are into it. A lot of people are saying it's very good. Some people think it's fine. The performances are amazing. It's kind of like a half musical in a way. Like, it's a musical, but it like tries not to. Like, people. I think the industry is aware that people are tired of musicals, so they're kind of marketing it in a strange way. So I'm not sure. It's kind of a mixed bag, The Color Purple. It's kind of a mixed bag. It's not really showing up in the critics' circles. It missed that Golden Globe musical or comedy picture nom. It did show up at Critics' Choice. It wasn't shortlisted for a lot of things. Even Danielle Brooks is not winning a ton of supporting actress awards, and we'll get to that later. It's just not really showing up, but maybe there'll be a surge. Maybe SAG will come along and recognize it. in several places, even ensemble. Like if it wins SAG Ensemble, maybe it will get into Best Picture. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But for right now, I have it just barely missing the top 10 here. May December is doing better than I thought in terms of its picture chances. Charles Melton's getting in everywhere. Julianne Moore's actually getting in, in a lot of critic circles. Natalie Portman, not so much in this really tight race this year for Best Actress. Screenplay is looking pretty likely. So maybe there's an outside chance of that squeezing into picture somewhere. I'm not sure. Air did get that. Air did show up at Critics' Choice. It did squeeze into editing, and it did squeeze into Best Musical or Comedy at the Golden Globes. So I don't know. Like, could that get in? Could that get squeezed in? I'm not sure, but I have it there. Its chances are a little higher than I thought it was going to be, but maybe it could happen. A new addition to the list is The Iron Claw. The Iron Claw came out during Christmas, and it's been going pretty gangbusters. I hear it's a sleeper hit from A24. I don't know. It's not really showing up just yet, but maybe that could be a late surge, maybe a SAG Ensemble surprise. I think it won an ensemble award at somewhere. I forget, maybe the Gothams or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm keeping an eye. I'm keeping an eye on that Iron Claw. I'm keeping an eye on you guys. I'm keeping an eye on you, boy. So, All of Us Strangers, not really showing up a lot. As critical as much of a critical darling it is, it's just not really showing up. Andrew Scott has been showing up a little bit. The screenplay maybe has been showing up. Other than that, not a lot. Not a lot going on. So I'm not sure where that's gonna fall. Not sure. Saltburn has proved to be one of the most divisive films of the year. Again, I don't really see it getting nominated anywhere outside of maybe cinematography, which will be extremely well deserved, by the way. I wasn't a fan of the movie. Loved the cinematography. Loved the visual style and aesthetic, but I don't think it's going to happen for picture. It did get the Critics' Choice. The Critics' Choice did nominate it for picture, which was very surprising. But other than that, I don't really see it happening. I don't see it happening. And then Ferrari is like more or less kind of dead in the water, I want to say. It's just not really performing. I hear it's pretty good. I hear Penelope Cruz is great. Even Adam Driver gives a great performance, but like no one's really been like recognizing it for anything. Poor Michael Mann. I'm sorry, dude. But again, we'll just have to see. That's picture. That's my top 10. Those are my runners-up. For now, let's move on to Best Director. So, Director. Like I said, man, Marty, I'm sorry, buddy. You don't have a path to win. Nolan has been killing it. He's been destroying the competition. Just destroying the competition, dude. Just destroying the competition. So many critics wins already. I mean, getting nominated everywhere. I mean, it's his year.
Come on now.
It's his year. Maybe there'll be a surprise later on, but hey, for right now, this is like pretty much a quasi-lock. I'm not going to say it's a lock. It's a quasi-lock because this is a pretty competitive category. I mean, just a hypothetical. Imagine that. Consider the following. Oppenheimer wins a boatload of Oscars. There's a surprise somewhere. Maybe there's a surprise somewhere, like Mad Max Fury Road in visual effects. Remember when Mad Max Fury Road won all those techs? And it lost director to Alejandro Iñárritu. It lost visual effects to Ex Machina. Maybe, now I'm not talking about visual effects, but maybe there's one category where we will get shocked that Oppenheimer will miss. Director, maybe? That will be egregious, but maybe they'll just give it to Yorgos. Maybe they'll give it to Scorsese. Maybe Greta Gerwig can sneak in and she can pull off a surprise win. Who knows? She's been having a great year. It's unlikely in director, but maybe we'll get to score, and we'll get to maybe some editing. Maybe it'll just miss in editing. I don't know. Maybe it'll win 7 Oscars and then just have that one where people are like, oh my God, they're going to throw a bone to something else. They didn't really do it last year with Everything Everywhere. Everything Everywhere just kind of cleaned house. I wish they could have given it a bone to Banshees or Tar or something like that, but they didn't.
You kidding?
Maybe this year will change. Anyway, I digress. Nolan is most likely winning this. I'm just trying to challenge myself, challenge you guys. So, yeah, Nolan's number 1. Yorgos has been also killing it in the director's race as well. Marty in a close third. I do have Bradley Cooper making it. I mean, he can probably miss, but he almost made it in for A Star Is Born. And his directorial work in Maestro, you can't even compare it to A Star Is Born. He kills it. He kills it. It's so well directed. And he wants it so bad. Sure, it's a possibility that he'll miss. Maybe Greta Gerwig can get him in place of him. Maybe even Celine Song can get in above him. Maybe Alexander Payne can squeeze in his place, because Payne has been nominated 3 times in this category. And this is one of his best films, for sure. So, I don't know. I have Cooper in for now. I'm just going to leave him in there. I was completely blown away by his directorial craft in that film. So, and it's not just like a personal thing. I think it might be his time. And then for the 5th slot, Jonathan Glazer for The Zone of Interest. I have him at number 5. He hasn't really been getting in anywhere, but this branch, so each category, I think most categories, maybe not all of them, but I know the director's branch at the Academy, they have very specific tastes when it comes to, directorial achievement. They like nominating not only international directors, Ryosuke Hamaguchi, Thomas Vinterberg, who did they do last year? Ruben Östlund, Triangle of Sadness. More auteur directors, more artsy, kind of very experimental direction. They like nominating things like that. And The Zone of Interest is right up their alley when it comes to that. So I can kind of see it happening. I think, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's early. It's early to tell. We're getting into the mid-season here. I'm just seeing it happen. And then maybe Justine Triet could maybe surprise as well as the international quote-unquote director. But based on the director's interests, I think, no pun intended, I think they'll be interested in the zone of interest. Their zone of interest is the zone of interest, if you get what I'm saying. Stop with the dad jokes, James. So, that is my top 5 for director. Gerwig is scratching at the ceiling. She's scratching at the ceiling of that of the number 5 spot. She is right there, dude. She's been having a very good year. I do think, as good as Barbie is going to perform, I definitely see a world where she'll get nominated. I do have her just missing. Maybe she'll take the place of Bradley Cooper. Maybe there'll be a crazy snub and Yorgos will miss. And then she'll be in his place. Or maybe Glazer. Maybe there's no international pick. No auteur favorite from the director's branch this year. Who knows? Maybe she'll just squeeze in. I don't know. I have her at number 6 for those reasons. Alexander Payne, The Holdovers. Like I said, been nominated 3 times. One of his best movies, The Holdovers. Why wouldn't they do it? So, but it's just a very crowded category. So I have him at number 7. Celine Song has been getting a lot of love and recognition for her directorial work. For her first movie past lives. She did get into Globe, which was awesome. But I have her at number 8. Justine Triet, I just talked about. Maybe. Outside shot. And then everybody else underneath is an extremely outside shot. Emerald Fennell, I don't think so. Cord Jefferson, Blitz Bazawule, Michael Mann. Good luck. Let's move on to Best Actress. It's the Battle of the Stones, ladies and gentlemen. On in the right corner, we have Emma Stone, former Oscar winner, pulling off her best performance in her career in Yorgos Lanthimos' Poor Things. She's a Frankenstein woman, brought back to life by William Dafoe. In the blue corner, we have Lily Gladstone, giving a very subdued and critically lauded performance in Killers of the Flower Moon. She's been having quite a year. She has Twitter presence. She's awesome. Now, look, I know Lily Gladstone has been sweeping critics' prizes, all right? For the most part. Emma Stone is not too far behind her. Not too far behind her right now. I see a world, and I don't know. We will see until, SAG and BAFTA come along. But I see a world where Gladstone continues her sweep, wins Globe, wins Critics' Choice, wins some minor precursors. Then we get to SAG. Maybe she'll win SAG. Then we get to BAFTA. And Emma Stone will win BAFTA. And that will put her into a position to skyrocket to her second Oscar victory. That's a possibility. That's what I'm predicting. I know that could be crazy from some people, but I'm just going to do an outside shot here. I'm just going to be bold and be like, hey, I love you, Lily Gladstone. You give one of the best performances of the year, no question. But Emma Stone, I think that could very well happen. If I could give them a tie, if I could tie two, you ever tie two stones together? You ever tie a stone and a Gladstone together? Hey, I would love to do that, but you can't. You can't. The last time a tie occurred was in 1969.
Why you gone with the low cut back? We're gonna fall and shit attack.
Katharine Hepburn and Barbra Streisand, I think they tied, and I think that was the only Best Actress tie ever. Hey man, bring it back. Should have done it last year with Michelle Yeoh and Cate Blanchett, but I digress. Emma Stone versus Lily Gladstone till the end of the season. That's what the race is this year. But I'm pulling the stops for Emma Stone here. Again, Lily Gladstone could very well sweep this whole season. But we'll see. Carey Mulligan. I mean, this category's crazy, bro. So many incredible performances from actresses this year. Carey Mulligan giving her best performance in Maestro. Fantastic. Has been winning a lot of critics' prizes. Same as Sandra Hüller. She has been winning a lot. Gladstone and Stone are pretty much sweeping the critic circles for right now. But Mulligan is definitely in the conversation. She's not going to get snubbed. If she gets snubbed, I don't even know what to do. I'm not even going to know what to do. So she's right there. She's solidly at number 3 still. Same with Sandra Hüller. Solidly at number 4 still. I could see a world where she gets shockingly snubbed. And then maybe they'll put in Barrino from The Color Purple, that musical performance. Maybe they'll squeeze in Greta Lee if they like that subdued performance as well. That could maybe happen. I don't know. Natalie Portman, former Oscar winner. I don't know. I would love to see her get nominated for May December, but it's kind of an outside shot. I know we're kind of jumping over Margot Robbie here, but let's just talk about Margot Robbie. Okay, Margot Robbie I didn't think was happening. And then people just kept talking about Barbie. And Barbie got 18 Critics' Choice nominations. And it really showed up at Globes as well. It's been kind of killing it with critics' circles as well. I'm not sure how many critics' prizes she's been nominated for, but I do see a world where Margot Robbie gets in to actress. I have her at number 5. She missed for Babylon last year. We all know what happened with the Academy in Babylon. Maybe this will be a makeup nomination for her a year later. Could happen. Could happen. So I have her at number 5. Barrino, outside shot. I know, color purple. Not really going to... I don't think it's going to be performing very well with the Academy. We'll see. But maybe she'll get SAG or something, and then that'll be it. We'll see. Greta Lee, outside shot. Would love to see it, but outside shot for now. Same as Natalie Portman. Kaylee Spaney. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Annette Bening, kind of dead in the water. No pun intended. No, she's not dead in the water. She made it. She did it. She swam the thing. Audrey Taylor, Tiana Taylor, Alma Poisty. Weird outside shots. Maybe Alma Poisty will get like an Andrea Riseborough campaign, word of mouth at the end of the season, and then get in. Just get it. Remember that shit? So let's just leave actress right there. Leave actress right there. It's Battle of the Stones. Moving on to Best Actor. Best Actor. I got Cooper at the top, man. I got Cooper at the top still.
Fabulous.
Cooper at the top. He hasn't been winning a lot of critics' prizes. The darlings, the 2 critical darlings for the critic circles right now are Cillian Murphy and Paul Giamatti. They've been winning the most critics' prizes. Bradley Cooper winning one here and there, but not really. For the televised awards, though, for the televised precursors like the Globes and the Critics' Choice, SAG, BAFTA, maybe this is where Cooper will finally shine. It's what happened with Austin Butler last year. Austin Butler wasn't really winning critics' prizes, ended up winning Globe, ended up winning BAFTA, almost won the Oscar. So maybe that narrative will play out as well for Cooper. If it wins makeup, I mean, his chances will skyrocket, like I've said in my previous prediction videos. I have him at number 1 still. Okay? Sue me. I'm a Bernstein fan. What can I say? Cillian Murphy, number 2. For sure, number 2. Definitely going to get in. Might even win a couple of prizes. Maybe win Globe. Maybe even win BAFTA. I'm not sure. I don't know. He's number 2. Paul Giamatti has been really killing it. Some people are even saying that he might even pull off a crazy surprise win, which I'm not going to be opposed to that. He's fantastic in the holdovers. That will make up not only his nomination, the nomination that never was for Sideways. Winning for the holdovers will make up that nomination snub. I don't know. Maybe that can happen. But Paul Giamatti is definitely in the top 3 for sure because he's been really showing up. Jeffrey Wright has also been really showing up. He was nominated at Globe, and he was nominated for Critics' Choice. So he's been really showing up. He's got 2 precursor nominations under his belt. Leonardo DiCaprio also has two precursor nominations under his belt. Golden Globe, Critics' Choice, and he's Leo.
God damn it! Leo! What the hell are you doing?
But he's number 5. Isn't that crazy? Because that's one of his best performances, and he's not really winning a whole lot right now. He's showing up here and there, but he's hanging on by a thread. Surprisingly, he's hanging on by a thread because most of the love, even De Niro's hanging on by a thread, and we'll get to that in a bit, because most of the love is going towards Lily Gladstone for sure. Understandably so. So he's kind of been losing steam a little bit. He's not really campaigning as hard as these other actors. And I know Killers had their big campaign over the summer with Cannes Film Festival and things like that. So I don't know. He's kind of up in the air right now, especially with Colman Domingo kind of jumping on his back and scratching at his back because he's been showing up for Rustin too. He's been showing up just as much as Leo. So that's why I have Colman Domingo from Rustin at number 6. The only thing is that Killers of the Flower Moon is going to get nominated for a ton of Oscars, and Rustin is going to get 1, maybe 2 nominations. So that's pretty much why I have that like that. Maybe this year will be, Coleman Domingo's snub will be a la Danielle Deadweiler from last year. Because, look, he does everything he needs to do to get an Oscar nomination. To get an Oscar, honestly. He's at number 6. Anything other than that, I mean, Andrew Scott has been kind of showing up here and there, so I bumped him up to Peg. Barry Keoghan, I don't think it's going to happen. As great as that performance is, and he was nominated last year for Banshees. I don't know. I don't really see it happening. He did get that Golden Globe nomination, but maybe it'll stop there. Maybe he'll get like BAFTA or something like that, but we'll see. We'll have to see. Koji Yakusho from Perfect Days, Cannes actor winner. I'm not sure. Matt Damon in Air. Franz Rogowski has been winning some critics prizes, so kind of keep a key eye on him because maybe he'll be a late surge. I don't know. Teo Yu, Adam Driver, Joaquin Phoenix, and Beau is Afraid. I don't know. So, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Okay, moving on from there. Supporting actress. Divine, my girl. Just give her the Oscar. Give her the Oscar. Just give her the Oscar. Just give her the Oscar. She's pulling a Ke Huy Quan this year. She's winning every single Critics Award. Maybe one or two has gone to maybe Danielle Brooks and Rachel McAdams, by the way. Rachel McAdams we'll have to look out for. But other than that, Divine Joy Randolph is pretty much walking away with this. Maybe there'll be a crazy late surge for Danielle Brooks or maybe America Ferrera or Emily Blunt. I don't know. I think this is in the bag. I think Randolph has this in the bag. So she's easily number 1. Danielle Brooks, honestly, has been really killing. Danielle Brooks, I hear, gives a scene-stealing and powerhouse performance in The Color Purple. So I don't really see her missing. I don't know if she's probably not gonna pull an Ariana DeBose. So I don't know. She's definitely gonna get in, but I'm skeptical about a win, given the competition with Randolph. Emily Blunt. I know I doubted Emily Blunt. I'm sorry that I've doubted you, Emily Blunt. I'm sorry. I apologize. I pegged you up 5 places. You're in the Pantheon. You're showing up. Where is she showing up? Oh, she showed up at Globe, and she showed up at Critics' Choice, and she's showing up with the critics' circles. What was I thinking? She's also been nominated for a lot of SAG awards as well, so I think this might be her year to get her first Oscar nomination. So I have her at number 3. Julianne Moore in May December has been really showing up as well, with the critics' circles and with the precursors, with Globe and Critics' Choice. So I do have her in. Maybe she can get swapped out for something else, maybe at the last minute, a la Penelope Cruz, Ferrari.
Look what they did with Parallel Mothers. They really love Penelope Cruz. Maybe she'll get a surprise nod. I hear she's great in Ferrari. Academy's gonna go gung-ho, man.
Outside shot, but maybe Penelope Cruz can get in place of Julianne Moore. If there's any actress in this top 5 here that could get replaced, I think it might be Julianne Moore. Maybe America Ferrera, but America Ferrera kind of has a narrative brewing for her. She has the great monologue in Barbie. Barbie is going to kill it at the Oscars anyway. Her character is kind of the central message of the film. It lies in the hands of her character, so it makes sense for her to show up here, I think. And she got into Critics' Choice, so that is an early sign. Maybe she got into a couple critics circles. I'm not too sure, but I wouldn't be surprised. So that's my top 5. I think America Ferrera is has just barely made the top 5 there. So I do see that happening. Penelope Cruz, like I said, could shock. Jodie Foster's been showing up. Showed up at Globe, showed up at Critics' Choice, and Critics' Circles. Maybe it's unwise for me to not have her in my top 5. Maybe it should be her instead of Julianne Moore. I have her at number 7 for right now. Rachel McAdams has also been killing it with Critics' Circles. She's even won a couple. Maybe 1 or 2. I think 2. 1, 2, maybe 3. Maybe that'll be an outside shot. I don't think she's been... Has she been nominated before? Oh, yeah, she was nominated for Spotlight. Oh, I forgot about that. She was nominated for Spotlight. I forgot about that. So, yeah. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe that'll be her second Oscar nomination. Surprise, surprise. Maybe Rosamund Pike will get her second Oscar nomination. Surprise, surprise. I would love to see it. I love her in Saltburn. But she's number 10, man. She's number 10, which is crazy. Taraji P. Henson hasn't really been getting an equal amount of love as Danielle Brooks. So I don't really see that happening. Sorry, Taraji. I know you're a former nominee as well. Benjamin Button, I believe. Don't see it happening. I'm sorry. Viola Davis, Air. I don't know. I don't know, man. For some reason, like, I see that happening of her getting in, like, randomly. She hasn't really been, like, hasn't been nominated anywhere yet. But makeup nomination for Woman King? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just done. Maybe it's just gone. Maybe it's just gone. We'll see. Juliette Binoche, outside shot. Claire Foy, Niecy Nash Betts, way outside shots. But yeah, that's supporting actress. Congratulations to Divine Joy Randolph. Moving on. Supporting actor. Here we go. So we have Robert Downey Jr. at the top still. I mean, this race is kind of up in the air. You know, Robert Downey Jr. has been winning a lot. Mark Ruffalo has been winning a few. Melton has been winning a lot. Ryan Gosling has been winning some prizes. I mean, it's just kind of... This top 4 is very solid. This top 4 is very, very solid with the critic circles right now. But I do see that narrative for Robert Downey Jr. Really kind of solidifying his chances here to win. Then again, Mark Ruffalo giving one of his best performances in a very against cast performance. He really kills it. He's so good in Poor Things. Charles Melton has been getting a lot of love from film Twitter, from, just moviegoers in general. Fans of May December just sing his praises. I sing his praises. I think he's wonderful. He's been winning a couple of critics prizes here and there. You did win the Gotham the Gotham Award for supporting performance, over some very, notable performances. So I don't know. Maybe there could be a narrative brewing for him somewhere for his very nuanced performance in May December. We'll see, but he's at least number 3 for now. Ryan Gosling, of course, giving an incredible comedic performance in Barbie. Been winning a couple critics prizes. He's showing up. Barbie's killing it. He's releasing all the I Am Ken songs. I mean, he's just... The cards are in his favor, for sure. So I think he is definitely solidly in there. Robert De Niro, man. Look, man. He gives in one of his best performances in quite a long time. And Killers of the Flower Moon is going to be showing up a lot at Oscar nominations morning. But will he get snubbed, bro? I mean, like I said, him and Leo are hanging on by a thread here. At this point in the race, he's hanging on by a thread. So maybe they'll double nom Poor Things boys and have Dafoe sneak in there. Maybe they'll go Gaga over Sessa and they'll sneak him in there a la Lucas Hedges. Maybe Sterling K. Brown can pull off a surprise nomination. All of these actors, if they can pull something like that off, the one actor in the top 5 they will replace, I think, will be De Niro. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. As great as you are, I could maybe maybe see it happen. I could maybe see it happen. 2 Scorsese movies in a row, by the way, where De Niro has been snubbed. The Irishman and then Killers of the Flower Moon. That would be crazy. And The Irishman was nominated for a ton of Oscars. This is going to get nominated for a ton of Oscars. Irishman didn't take home any Oscars. Spoiler alert. I'm not predicting the Killers of the Flower Moon to take home any Oscars. Sorry, Gladstone. So we'll see, man. I don't think I got him in at number 5 for now, but look, he's vulnerable. He's shaking. The number 5 slot is shaking, man. It's shaking like this. Anything above below that, Colm Domingo and Color Purple. If Color Purple isn't really showing up anywhere, I don't see it happening. John Magaro. I'm sorry if I'm screwing that up. He hasn't been showing up. I mean, it's a shame because he's wonderful in past lives, but I don't see that happening. Paul Mescal hasn't really been happening. Richard E. Grant, Matt Damon hasn't been happening either. So that's going to be it for me. I think I'm going to be covering the screenplay categories in my next video, perhaps bundled with the tech categories, the below the line categories. I think I'm going to be splitting it up that way. I'm going to do 2 halves instead of a series of like 4 or 5 videos. I think we're just going to do 2. So I think that will be the plan, Stan. I hope you all had a happy holiday. I hope you all have a great new year. If I don't see you then, right around the corner, folks, is the Golden Globes and Critics' Choice ceremonies, and some more nominations coming out. January is going to be a very, 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 very big month for me, for all of us, for the award season. So stay tuned. I'm here for it every step of the way. You can catch all of the latest developments here and in other places, but here most of all. Like I said, give me a like, give me a sub, spread the word. OscarGuyHere.com. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Letterboxd. Thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one. Oscar Guy is out.